satisfying. Okay, so this was the old school rear anti-lock brake hydraulic assembly, I guess you'd call it, on old Ford pickups. So that guy, and there was new lines on the front brakes, and so I rebled those thinking, you know, looks like he probably put new lines in them, might be an air bubble in there, and it firmed up the pedal a decent bit. I've actually been driving it like that for about 10 days or so, and then I was like, okay, this is still a little soft. I think I can get more power out of the brakes. I'm gonna bleed the back ones. I'll go passenger rear, driver rear, passenger front, driver front, get it all cleaned out. Well, cracked the rear and nothing came out. It was dry as a bone. So I went further up the line and got all the way up to the master cylinder that comes down into this that goes to the rear. And this had a little weeping nipple as well, a bleeder, and which I don't know where it is, somewhere around here. And it cracked that loose somehow. I mean, look how rusty this thing is. And it was dry. So, oh man. So I just ended up going for it and taking it apart. And these things are about, anywhere between $150 to $170 new. Oh, painful. Regardless, it was so rusted. Focus. 3/16 line kind of just stayed right in there. Oh, we got it to break loose. Look at that. Look at it, it's moving now. That's awesome. It wasn't earlier. It was frozen, so I've had enough penetrating oil to get in there. So this was dry as a bone. So I cracked off these brake lines, and the brake lines came with the nuts, of course. We got it off, and I was thinking of just bypassing it, and I don't know, I couldn't really justify in my mind. I was like, I don't really want to buy a $170 part like this when that truck is not, I mean, it's a dually with 5,000 pounds on the rear end. It's just the back end's not going to lock up. I don't think it would. So, but then, of course, I have to just take things apart. So I dug into it, we took it apart, and voila. It was interesting to see just how there's probably electromagnet and the whole mechanism, and I was able to actually clean it out pretty well. And anyway, it sits in the frame rail right here, and man, we got 2 out of 3, but we busted off the 1. So that's all I'm gonna do before I put it back together. That's all I'm gonna do tonight to feel successful, like I've done something, is get that bolt out. I'm gonna do it with just a little heat. I'm gonna show you that my new favorite process is doing it with a brazing torch. Got oxyacetylene here, and I have this brazing torch on for some brazing on carbide tips and things of that nature, but it works perfect for intimate little pieces of metal. You don't have to get it roaring, and I think you have pretty good control that way. So yeah, all we do is get to a neutral flame here. I mean, that's even just too much. You don't even need that. I mean, we'll do it, but you can really bring on the acetylene there. Oops, going the wrong way. Just a little flutter, not much. I'm just gonna try to get this girl red hot. I could weld a nut on the top. There's a lot of different ways I can skin this cap, but we're gonna try to just do the old heat method. Get this thing roaring. Really just try not to get the housing hot, just the bolt. It's already look pretty. Let's give it some more energy. See if she'll get red hot for us here. We really don't have a lot going in. Oh yeah, I can already see it. Look at that, just a little bit more oxy acetylene, and we're just chooching now. Ooh, yeah. We'll get down here. We'll let it get real hot. All right, let's try this. Let's try this here. You can see the little indents in it. This did not work before. I tried. Would you like to be close up on it? I can do that for you. Okay, ready? Oh, do you see that? Shaking the whole thing a little at a time. Oh yeah, that's how you do it right there, back and forth. Ugh. That is satisfying. That is very satisfying. Bro, let's go. Here's the head. Should I do a bonus? Let's do a bonus. We're gonna add a little more energy. That worked really well last time. Just upping it a little bit. All right, the bolt or the nut? What should I get hot? I think the bolt. We're gonna let that expand and then cool off. And also I wanna get the bolt because it'll break down the rust. It'll like burn it off as I do this. Hopefully it'll clean it up a little bit. Let's get this thing red hot again. Stay right on it. Well, she's holding on. It's amazing, and she'll tell you what she needs. I think the threads are what I need. I might get the bolt. I might get the nut hot too. Let's increase it a little bit. This is overkill, but I just like working a torch. It's a lot of fun. All right. How about old coffee? Come on. Do it. That's not budging. I think it is, but it's really not. It's really not. Come on now. Oh, no way. No way. Wow. I did not expect that. Ugh. Oh! Love it. Man. It's amazing. Look at the heat, what the heat does. Look how clean that is, too. It just burns off. For 6 years, I wanted an oxyacetylene torch, which is always, I just could never justify one. But once you get one, man, it's just so useful. Imagine doing that with propane. The preciseness, the heat, it's amazing. For the win!